Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is the very first video that you are watching. Today we are doing a let's play slash speed build of the cafe from Happy Home Paradise. I'm calling it that because I sped up the parts where I am decorating or making building decisions, but I did not speed up the actual parts where I'm talking to characters or the final event where we take the pictures of the building. So if you are interested in only watching the parts where I am decorating, you can skip to minute 2:30. That is where I start decorating this build. But about this build, it took me 58 minutes to complete everything, but I sped up, like I said, the parts where I'm actually making decisions. So the video is 18 minutes rather than the full 58 minutes that it took me. I am very indecisive and I wanted this build to be inspired by, of course, the most famous coffee place in America, so Starbucks. Though some people might argue that it's Dunkin' Donuts, but anyway. Now we are picking the exterior of the Starbucks, I guess. Here I was going to commit to my tropical theme, but quickly just let that go, and then I realized that exterior looked a lot like my restaurant exterior, which is back there. You can see I have the umbrella part, or the shade, it was yellow, and the white building, so I decided to change that so it looks a little bit different. So whenever I first got the game, my first thought was this is a tropical island, so all of the buildings should be colorful just like the office. So if you go back and see the beginning of my video, you'll see that the school is actually pretty colorful, just like the office is. So the school is blue, the office is yellow, and I was thinking about doing other buildings different colors like pink, different blues, greens, but I quickly gave that dream up and started to match the buildings to the themes that I was doing inside. So the restaurant is an Italian restaurant, so I want it to be a little bit fancy looking, so I went with the white exterior. And this cafe is Starbucks inspired, so I went ahead and went with the green and the, I guess, cream or off-white kind of brown colors. So right now we are already decorating the interior, and we are looking for a nice wallpaper. Again, I stopped playing for a while, so I don't remember a lot of the items, and I don't remember what I have unlocked and what I haven't. So that is also why the video originally took me 58 minutes and it sped up for the 18 minutes. So with that being said, the plan for this was to go in sections. So first we have the wallpaper and the floor, which we already did, and I think it looks pretty good. And then we go to the ceiling. So we're putting decorations up here and seeing if they work. There I kind of had an idea of what I wanted. So before, I just went in just putting things that I thought that reminded me of Starbucks, and then now I kind of have a vision. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a counter on the back area, and that's going to be where the baristas are working, they're making the drinks, and then closer to the entrance, we are going to have two sections. We're going to have a waiting section where people can wait for their to-go orders and then they can just grab them and go, and then a section where you can actually sit down, connect to the Wi-Fi, drink your coffee. If you ordered a little bit of food, you can eat your food there, but that's the plan. So that's why I made the room even larger. That is, I think it's like an intercom or security system. I totally missed the name of the item, but I was thinking that could be the what's that called? The drive-through. Geez, the drive-through little cameras, because I know that they can see us. So that is it. There we have a shelf with different bottles, and those bottles are going to essentially be the coffee flavors, the syrups, anything for the refreshers. That's gonna be it. There I went kind of crazy with all the different drinks. Last time I played Animal Crossing, they still didn't have the food recipes, and the last food item that I saw were the pumpkins. So that's how long I hadn't played. That last update, that was really, really cool, I didn't really get to enjoy, so now I get to go crazy. But I'm putting all this stuff down that I think I'm gonna use. That way I know how much counter space I need, and I'm looking for a counter that will look good with this build. And here I'm deciding between the dark or the light colored counters, and I am so glad I went with the dark because it definitely needed that contrast for the light floors. There, I'm not a huge fan of that sink, but I think I end up switching it later, so you'll just have to wait for that part. Here, I'm just putting stuff on the counter, seeing where they look good. Honestly, at first I went kind of crazy, just added a bunch of different things. Very upsetting that they don't have a blender with coffee. I wanted it to be like a frappuccino. They didn't have one, so I had to go with a green matcha probably, or yeah, I think that's the only green thing they have, because I think kiwi might be not green. Like, do they even have a kiwi drink? Probably not. Okay, so there, we changed the sink finally. So this one looks a little bit better. Again, not perfect because there's not a match for that, because that's not even an actual counter. So we're just gonna be happy with what we got. And then there I finally put a counter for the front so that people can order their drinks, and I start adding all the little things to the counter, including that sugar cube and cream station. I moved it eventually. I end up moving it, and I move it by the sink, and it has its own station, just like a Starbucks. But now I'm adding these containers, these dispensers. They are going to represent the syrups that they have. So whenever you ask for like an extra pump of, I don't know, hazelnut or toffee, that is what they are, I guess, pumping it from. That dispenser. I'm sorry if you can hear the dogs in the background. My neighbors have a bunch of them. And then Jackie might start barking. So if you are brand new here, Jackie is my corgi. She is 3 years old, and she is a crazy girl, and she has a mind of her own, and she's very vocal, so you might hear her in the background. But here we put these deck rugs to give it more of a separation. So you have that workstation back there. It's separate from where actual customers are at. So I feel like that's very common in restaurants or in cafes where you have a different sort of flooring. It's easier to clean. Well, if I had a different flooring there, like a tile, that would have been great. I'm not sure if we have tile rugs, and if we do, I might have not been able to unlock it yet. So anyway, nothing is permanent here again, so everything that's on the counter, it's probably gonna come off. And there I am obsessed with this little divider. I cannot wait to actually use it on my own island because I haven't been able to. The last time I played, there were only separating screens. I can't even remember what they were called, but people would put the different fabrics and designs there and make it look like walls. But now that we have actual dividers and we have actual walls, I'm extremely excited to use them on my own island. And if you haven't watched that video of my current island situation, I will link the video up here in this top right corner so that you can see it. You can go watch it really quickly and see the hot mess express that my island is in right now. Going back to this video though, this separation section divider thing with the wooden slats, I wish we could put stuff right below the table section. It's kind of sad we can't, so it was a little bit disappointing there because I wanted that to be the trash section that, you know, restaurants have, cafes have, where you can just throw your trash right by the door. So now I'm working on the waiting section. So again, I wanted to do a waiting section with couches and then a actual table section. Here is where we are going to have our clients wait for their order, wait for their coffees to be ready so that they can go to their jobs, or they can actually just sit there and enjoy their coffee as well. But usually people that use these waiting sections are on the go. Right here, a lot of indecision, and I feel like it took an extremely unnecessarily long time to figure this out. I was trying to find a chair that would go well with that couch because I wanted to use that couch, and I don't think there is an armchair that came with the couch, so I don't think there's a matching one, and if there is one, I haven't unlocked it and I am not aware of it. Another big issue that I came across was figuring out what rug I wanted because I couldn't center it with the couch. So I ended up picking this very interesting, you see, I'm trying to convince myself that it doesn't look that bad. But I mean, it is what it is. It's fine. It's fine. Could be better, but I don't have a lot of rugs unlocked. So there's that. And to be honest, this build ended up looking more like a Barnes & Noble cafe than an actual Starbucks cafe. Or if it does look like Starbucks, it's like old school Starbucks where it's very green and woods. Honestly, I haven't been inside a Starbucks in a long time, so I don't know. But now I'm picking these chairs and I am putting them somewhat close to the table. I don't like that my characters will be stuck there. They can't move, so I added that one chair that's to the side. And I think I'm almost done here. All I have to do is add the coffees to their spots, and I am pretty much done with it. So all I'm going to do is put some steam and shine coming out of some of the items, and I think I'm pretty happy. We can have our final show. Oh, never mind. We're picking who is working here. So I'm fine with Tasha. I don't want Flora working here, and I clicked the wrong person, of course. So we are going to make someone else work here. And I honestly don't remember who I even ended up picking to work. Oh, yep, them too. They're adorable. So now it's going to ask me what name I want to name the cafe. And of course, I could have picked Starbucks because it was inspired by it, but I decided not to be that lame and name it something super original. So I decided to name it Star Coffee Co. I know, so original, so very close to the name, but I didn't have anything else in mind. Soon it's going to do the little cinematic show of, or the tour, I should say, the cinematic tour of the build. And so I'm gonna let y'all enjoy it, and I'll be back in just 1 minute. All right, I am back, and we have only a couple more things to do before I head out. We have to do a little spin around from my point of view, or I should say my character's point of view of the cafe rather than the cinematic tour. And then we have the exterior picture. So I try to go all the way in the middle of the cafe and then do a little spin around of the room so that you can see it in a different point of view, because you've been looking at it from the top this entire time and you can appreciate all of the little details. I absolutely love how this turned out. It turned out way better than I anticipated. I like those separate sections that I was able to get, and I like that I had that dog rug unlocked so that I could give that back section its own place. And yeah, I am again very happy with how this turned out. I'm also very happy of how the hospital turned out, which should be the next video that I upload to this channel. So with that being said, if you liked or enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out any new videos that you are probably gonna also enjoy. Again, I upload videos every single Monday, or at least I try to. I've been able to upload videos every Monday for the last 2 weeks. This is my third in a row, so hopefully I can keep doing it for the rest of the summer. Remember that I have a link in the description of the video, and it is for Dream Island tour requests. So that's usually what I do the most in this channel, Dream Island tours. So if you think you have an island that is worthy of a Dream Island video, or even if you don't think that it's worthy of a video but you want me to see it, go ahead and submit it. It takes no more than 5 minutes of your time to upload that information there. Anyway, again, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys the next time. Bye!